it's Dad's Day tomorrow. Chances are he has his share of ties and coffee mugs. So we have green ideas that will appeal to the techie in him and encourage his green thumb with water expert Denise Hickey and horticulturist Patrick Dickinson. They're here to share all of the gadgets they've got. Something that I really love to see here is that solar phone charger.
Yes, it's something that can keep Dad connected while he's out in the yard. You know, we always have our phones nearby, no matter what we're doing. Yep. So this is a waterproof, solar-powered phone charger.
Wow.
So Dad can keep his phone charged while he's
phone
outside.
And tablet. That's awesome.
Yes. And so it also works because a lot of our irrigation controllers are now wireless or they're connected to our cell phones.
Okay.
So whether Dad's outside the house or inside or at work, he can actually control the irrigation controller and make sure that it's not going off just by his cell phone.
That is high tech.
It's high tech.
And speaking of him being outside and working, we got some other fun stuff. These are the high dollar ones.
Outside, okay.
But you know, we've showed this before, you know, battery operated equipment. And we've been testing them and using them, and they're so strong. And now every brand has their own version. So you can get the lawnmower, the blowers, the line trimmers, even chainsaws and tree trimmers. A tip that I have for everybody though is always buy an extra battery, and buy the ones that the battery's interchangeable. So he can literally go from the mower to the blower to the line trimmer.
Very eco-friendly.
Yes. No gas emissions, nothing like that to deal with.
And I know we spoke about that wireless irrigation controller, but we've got some home planters as well.
Yes. So if you don't have a yard, or if Dad's one of those that prefers not to be outside working in the heat, and you can still get some green ideas, and like this wall planter. It's a really beautiful, I think it's awesome. I think I might get one for myself, but you can hang that on the wall or buy a plant and just put it in a more masculine pot, you know, so that it looks, you know, manly
for Father's Day.
Yeah, but be sure to, whatever you do, to not overwater your plants. That's the #1 reason our plants don't survive inside our house or outside.
Because we overwater them.
That's the #1 problem, is overwatering.
I would think it's like not putting it in
most
direct
people
sunlight.
think that. Well, yes, that would probably be #2.
That's #2. I got one.
Yeah.
Something I always love that you guys talk about when you're here is that rain barrel.
Yes. And so we have the rain barrel over here, and we always encourage everybody to do the rainwater harvesting. This is something, #1, it's free. The water's free. We teach about rain barrel classes, and what's interesting is the dad who does do the rainwater harvesting typically graduates up to the larger cisterns. And so those are the dads that like to brag about them harvesting the rainwater. Well, we have a fun gadget that Dad might like.
What's that?
Especially going into Father's Day, July 4th. They're going to be barbecuing and working outside.
Okay.
We have this new, and it's a filter dispenser for water. He can put his rainwater in it. It filters through, it removes everything, including pesticides, anything you're worried about, and you can serve that purified water to all your guests.
And I'm sure he'd love to tell everyone how that works.
Yes, exactly, and brag about it.
Can we get to this before we go?
Yes, so this is also
cool.
for that same dad. So, you know, same thing with barbecuing. You're going to have vegetable scraps, things like that left over. This is for the guy who composts. He can put the scraps in here. It closes so there's no odor. When it fills up and he's ready to add it to his compost bin, he simply opens it back up and dumps it in his compost bin.
I like it. I think my dad would love this.
Yes. There's a lot of other fun things. You know, we've got a lot of small things. Don't forget, you know, things like the work gloves. Dad always needs the work gloves that are screen friendly, so he doesn't have to take his gloves off.
That is a great
BPA
idea.
water hoses for people that are worried about the BPA and the chemicals.
But the main thing is when you go outside, be sure to drink lots of water. Put on your sunscreen.
Don't forget your hat.
Don't forget your hat.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're going to have all those ideas on our website. Another check on your news and traffic right after this break.
Be tucked in close to you.